Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're at day 19 of 30 days. Closer, we are getting closer and closer to the end. And wow, what an experience, what a journey.
Gotta be honest that we're not this or that. I'm this and that. You think you are that? I quite literally am.
Today we're gonna make it quick, simple, short. Yesterday, after what felt like a moment of defeat, I heard this song, the song of my life, I Will Not Be Silent. And I sang it, and I I could barely get through it because I felt so sad, so defeated, so down, so out. And I went to church today, and if you go back to day 18, you'll see that the title is Don't Be Silent. I went to church today, and the sermon, even though my father is the pastor, I did not know what he was gonna be speaking about. From start to finish, the word was do not be silent. And I said, wow, the Holy Spirit speaks to me because I it's amazing um how words can align to really um change destiny and really encourage you and encourage your faith. And so my reflection for today is to not be silent. Um do not be silent. One thing I've learned in this life is that whenever the enemy wants to keep you down, to keep you in bondage, to keep you isolated, the first place he starts is in your mind. And then when he captures your mind, he captures your emotions. Ooh, lightning. He captures your emotions, he captures you, and then you become quiet, you become isolated, and then you start to shrink back and you start to allow these lies to fester. And it is when we decide to worship God with our mouth, to worship God outrightly, boldly, and fully, can we experience the freedom that He wants us to have. So, my father spoke about today that sometimes it's when we cry out for help that we realize that the situation isn't as bad as it seems. But when we keep it to ourselves, when we try to cover ourselves, it doesn't work out. And so, yeah, short, sweet, simple. Open your mouth, ask for help, cry out to God for help, and ask Him to rescue you from the hands of the adversary, because defeat is not your portion. Doubt is not your portion. Lack is not your portion. Sin is not your portion. You have the ability to be freed from the things that the enemy would seek to want, even you would seek to want to keep you in a place of oneness and despair. You have the ability to come up out of darkness. Darkness has no right to stay in your body if you drive it out. No right. So do not try to cover yourself, and do not try to do it on your own. God is there to sustain you if you will let Him. So don't be silent. Do not be silent. Like the song says, I will not be silent. I will always worship you. That is your charge. That is your charge. Worship God. Worship Him. Worship Him. And allow Him to help you, to see you through, to cover you, to be your covering and your guide. Have a great day.